Astrology isn't my religion, nor do I read horoscopes, but I do believe in certain aspects of it. I used to study it and found a lot of it to be true. I'm also a huge Beyonce fan, as you already know. And the other day, her song Signs featuring Missy came on from Dangerously in Love. I was jamming, and then I realized, damn, this song is 12 years old. And in 2015, it made me wonder if what Beyonce was saying about horoscopes was accurate to my experience with the 12 signs. So I took a look at astrology through Beyonce's eyes. Capricorn. Although this is the first sign of the zodiac, Beyonce actually says nothing about them. Sorry, Caps. Beyonce forgot about you, and now I must forget about you too. I'm playing with you. You're super important, and Beyonce is wrong. In my experience, Capricorns are wise, leaders, strong-willed, and quite unforgettable. That is unless you're Beyonce. Aquarius. If you want to find good conversation, you go to an Aquarius. But Beyonce doesn't mention them with much positivity. She says that Aquarius got game and will switch moves after he's been with them. Damn, Beyonce. But there might be a little truth to that. In my experience, Aquarius tends to be very friendly. Too goddamn friendly. Doesn't mean that they're cheating, but you have to be a very secure person if you're going to be in a relationship with an Aquarius. They tend to attract sexual attention through their friendliness without realizing it and or even trying. I got trust issues, so I'll be locking my Aquariuses up in a house. It never works out. But if you're not like me, they're definitely worth a try. Pisces. After Beyonce wishes that her man was a Virgo like herself, she goes on to say how she's been hurt by a Pisces. Pisces, what the fuck did you do hurting Beyonce like that? Because Beyonce's a Virgo, I can see how Pisces might have caused her trouble. Pisces and Virgos are opposite signs, which means they either attract each other or they hate each other. I'm sure Beyonce sides with the latter. But as far as I'm concerned, I love Pisces. I find them magical, intuitive, huggable, and sexy. What up, Pisces? Aries. Beyonce describes this sign as simply being flirtatious. I think there's some truth to that, but in my experience, Aries can be described in 2 words. Aggressive babies. They flirt with you, and if they don't get their way, they get mad at you. How you gonna be mad at me for not flirting back with you? They act like it's your fault that you're not interested in their weak-ass advances. Now, I might be biased because Aries is my opposite sign, but nevertheless, I'm waiting for one of them to change my mind about how I feel. Taurus. Beyonce uses another simple word to describe this sign. Freaky. You'd think that she'd say freaky for Scorpio, but I'm sure that would fuck up the rhyme scheme of the song. I actually haven't experienced that many freaky Tauruses. I have, however, come across Tauruses with really high sex drives. They want to do it all the time, everywhere, anywhere, for hours. Whew. Gemini. Yeah, just like Capricorn, Beyonce doesn't say anything about you. But if I had to guess, I'm sure she would just say that you're two-faced backstabbers. Kidding. Geminis get the worst rap out of all the signs. They're perceived as crazy people with 2 different personalities. Although they do have 2 distinct sides to them, they are the least bit crazy. We all have 2 sides to us. We probably have more sides than that. One of my first long-term boyfriends was a Gemini, and I would not trade that relationship for the world. Except the lying and the cheating and the Cancer. Beyonce describes this sign in 1 word. Sensitive. And boy, are they sensitive. Cancers are probably the nicest sign you'll ever meet. To your face. They're not gonna necessarily talk about you behind your back, but their niceness is not to be taken for granted. If you fuck up with a Cancer, it is over. You'll experience a slow, deep, and rooted rage that will continue for the rest of your life. And it's sad because they're really cool people to be around. Virgo. We now encounter the best sign according to Queen Beyonce, who is a Virgo herself. As we stated earlier, she likes her sign so much that she wishes her man was one as well. I ain't mad at that, but in my experience, dating a Virgo tends to move very slowly. It ain't for me. I live a fast life. I do, however, find them to make amazing friends. Since elementary school and up until today, I've had a best friend that's been a Virgo. I find them to be the hardest working people ever and genuinely really good people on the inside. They can also be quite moody and sneaky ass snakes in the grass. If you're not careful, they've got secrets. Libra. Now, this is the sign that I would consider best because it is mine. We're also the sign that nobody seems to be able to pin down. Think about it. What do you know about Libras? Nothing. Really hard to figure out, and that makes a specialist of Scorpio. Beyonce describes this sign as sexy, and it's true. You're not gonna find a more sensual and seductive sign. They are ruled by the planet Mars and driven by the power of sex. Just don't get on their bad side. One wrong move and they'll take all that good freaky Scorpio sex away from you. Sagittarius. At last we have Sagittarius, which is very hard for me to spell. B opens and ends her song with, I was in love with the Sagittarius, he blew my mind. It's obvious she's talking about Jay-Z, who is a Sagittarius, and she's right again. Sag will blow your mind. Sagittarius tends to be really good at friendships and careers, but they suck at relationships. However, once they find the right person, they are good as gold. They become exceptional for you, just as Jay-Z is exceptional for Beyonce. So that's 2003 signs. This video is coming out late as fuck as far as pop culture goes, but if you watched this far, thank you so much. So what's your sign? And is there anything else you want to know about astrology? I know a couple things. Talk to me. I look forward to talking to you.